So I was looking up Fermilab, the one that's here, and I went to YouTube, typed in, 1972 Fermilab, and this is what comes up. These videos. So, and there you go, the big ATARI video, a big ATARI there. So I watched this video first. This guy's very weird, and here you go. Stupid ass music. Listen to the weird shit he says.
They interact very rarely, and yet they're everywhere. They're ubiquitous. Whether it's coming from the cosmos or coming from man-made sources here on Earth, they play a key role in processes all around us. I also love them because of the weird things that we have to do to study them. We have detectors for neutrinos at the South Pole, deep under the ocean, deep in mines, and close up against reactors. We get to do some really odd things in order to understand this fundamental component of the particle physics world.
So yeah, you said about doing weird things and stuff about space and whatever. So and then after I watched that one, I was like, okay, what's this? This one, 50 years of Fermilab, right? Check this out. 2017.
The last 100 years have been truly incredible.
Before we get started with this guy here, this freak show. All right, so 2017, if you don't know, I'm sure you already know, is when everything happened. That's when the Draconian came to me. That's when Oumuamua came here. That's when the government came out and actually said that, yeah, there are unidentified flying objects. We don't know what they are yet. People were sitting there bitching about, oh, we're not getting full disclosure. That should have been enough, but that's just not enough. People still just go about their day, even though the government, of all these years of keeping it quiet since Project Blue Book and Harry Truman's bullshit with covering everything up. So anyhow, 2017, Fermilab had a big deal too. Why? Because of this.
Advances in science and technology have revolutionized our worlds. We can cure deadly diseases, and humans have walked on the moon. These successes have been made.
Yeah, see, he talks about walking on the moon. When's the last time they walked on the moon? Oh, I don't know. 1972, when this lab, when the CERN, this Fermilab, the CERN there, when it came alive. So you had to slip that in there, right?
Made possible.
And Gene Cernan, C-E-R-N.
Because researchers have asked and answered scientific questions. The deepest scientific questions ever asked, ones that explore the deepest laws of nature, were worked out in the past century at a handful of laboratories sprinkled across the globe. These facilities are all amazing places, but one of them is having a special year. Why is this a special year? It's because it's Fermilab's 50th anniversary. The Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory, or Fermilab for short, is America's leading particle physics laboratory. It all started on June 15, 1967, when the original Fermilab employees reported to the office for the first time. With that humble start, Fermilab has become one of the most influential laboratories on the planet. Located about 40 miles west of Chicago, it sits on 6,800 acres of land. It hosted the Tevatron, the world's most powerful particle accelerator, for about a quarter century. Data taken using the Fermilab Accelerator Complex has resulted in over 25,000 papers and over 2,000 PhD theses, including mine. Important parts of the standard model were discovered at Fermilab, including the top and bottom quark and the tau neutrino. And that's just Fermilab's first half-century. While the Tevatron ceased operations in 2011.
So 1972 was when they closed out with the Higgs, okay? And I should have brought that. I'm not going to go through, but I should have brought that up so you guys can actually see it. 1972. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I have to put it down. 1972 Higgs. And here you go. Right there. The Higgs boson is an elementary particle, blah, 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 1972. That's what I see. 1972. And then there's this guy.
The research didn't just stop. In fact, Fermilab's current program may well be richer and more diverse than ever. Fermilab is playing a crucial role in the search for dark energy and dark matter, two substances that make up 95% of the matter and energy in the universe. Fermilab employs more scientists working on the CERN Large Hadron Collider than any institution other than CERN itself. A Fermilab scientist is even leading this.
I'm not saying they're doing sinister stuff there, but what I am saying is they are definitely part of the time hack of this unnatural reality that I seem to be stuck in. I'm the only person that's... How is it possible? All these fucking people are so smart there. All these PhDs. Oh, we got PhDs. You got PhDs, but you couldn't put all this shit together yourself. It just doesn't make any sense. It's... I can't... How does... I'm the only one that sees this shit. It just... And for those people out there go, oh, you know, about the dark matter, and that's, you know, that's evil and stuff. Guess what? The universe is mostly dark.
CMS experiment, a group of 3,000 scientists who co-discovered the Higgs boson.
When you close your eyes, it's dark. Does that mean all of a sudden now everything's evil? It's just... Whatever. Anyhow, see, look, here you go. This is what's inside of there. Everybody focuses on the Large Hadron Collider over in Switzerland, Switzerland and France. But they got one right here.
And, if that weren't enough, Fermilab is also producing the most intense beam of neutrinos ever made, with plans to increase the intensity even more. There are lots of neutrino experiments currently underway at Fermilab, but the future is the DUNE experiment, short for Deep Underground Neutrino Experiment, and it will dominate the neutrino research world for the next few
ones and zeros, just like a computer.
Decades. Turning 50 might herald middle age for a person, but for a particle physics laboratory, that's just getting started. The second half century will be even more exciting than the first, and the young scientists here with me will be the ones to make it all happen. So please join with me and wish Fermilab a happy 50th birthday.
I just can't even. I mean, stick a fork in me, I'm done. I am so... there's just so much, guys. It doesn't stop, right? I just showed you 1972. Several researchers between about the year 1960 to 1972. Fast forward to 1972 when Lee was... whatever, I don't even know what the fuck that word is, whatever. It's... I don't even care. Guess what else? So you seen what... Wait, here we go. Where is it? The ATARI, right? We know what the Fermilab. Let me just go back here. Look at these wonderful people. Let's go back to the beginning here. Here it is. Right? 1972, remember? ATARI 1972. So I look up ATARI 1972 in Chicago. And you know how I always show how 1972 and 2020 were connected? Well, guess what? In 2020, ATARI decided, 80s video game maker, this idiot wrote 80s, this actually came from the 70s. 80s video game maker ATARI plans to open a Chicago hotel with an arcade bar. I'm calling these people idiots because I can't, my reading isn't all that great. With them big words that are bigger than 3 letters, you know. So, and here it is, right? It's the ATARI in Chicago. In Chicago. ATARI was created in 1972. CERN 1972. You know. Higgs boson. Oh yeah, and ATARI. Who created ATARI? Who created Pong? Here we go. Alcorn, right? Alcorn. If you just remove one letter out of there, what do you got? Got ALCOR. ALCOR 1972. Hold on. Oh, I think I already had that pulled up. ALCOR, created in 1972. ALCOR. 1972. ALCON. 1972. Released 1972. ALCOR, ALCON. ATARI. ATARI, Fermilab, CERN, Gene Cernan, CERN, CERN. I mean, it just doesn't stop, guys. It just keeps going on and on. Tell me that they wouldn't know. Tell me that ATARI wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. Oh, in 2020, we're gonna build an ATARI hotel in Chicago, which has, hey, check it out. Sir, how could you telling me that nobody at ATARI knows about? I mean, come on, it's all connected, man. Higgs boson, 1972. Attempts rules against naming the Higgs boson after physicist. That's why they call it the God particle. Right? But it's actually a Higgs boson. CERN. Gene Cernan, 1972. 1972. Gene, recombinant DNA, 1972. I mean, it just keeps going on and on, guys. You just can't. It's sometimes it's too much to process. Like I am, but at the same time, what the problem is, it's like I'm the only one.